Welcome back to OrangeJuiceCast, episode 7.2, Dream by Sleep.
Speaking of
Ultra
sports,
Remix.
Let's talk about FIFA.
Speaking of You'll Never See It Coming.
No,
Go ahead.
Speaking of sports games, windjammers.
Windjammers. Game I've played a lot this year.
Yeah, we've been playing this game a lot.
Really interesting game. A lot of depth and unique.
There's going to be a sequel soon. I like it. It was at Genesis, actually.
Was it actually?
There's side events at every tournament ever. It's a good game.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like Lethal League. As I said, it's like Lethal League.
It's more like air hockey.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Lethal League in the sense that you can just pick it up, play it.
And you can play a German.
And you can play a big fat German. That's Windjammers.
Windjammers, I have nothing more to say on it apart from I am the best at Windjammers.
No, I beat you though.
You beat me in the money matches.
Those are the ones you want to watch.
Shit, yeah. Speaking of You'll Never See It Coming, I played a small little game from 2012 or 16 or wherever it was.
You should have brought it up after I said Blaze Blue Cross Tag because it's got Persona characters in it.
Does it actually?
Yeah, of course.
Who is it in it?
It's got Persona 4 Arena characters.
Oh, who fucking cares then? It's I played Persona 5, and it's very, very good. It's the stylishest game I ever played.
Have you beaten it?
Not yet.
How long has it been? 2 years?
85 hours.
Yeah.
I got it last
I'm
Christmas.
so not into 100-hour.
Yeah, it's a life sim mixed with RPG, and it's a really good RPG. Like, there's a lot of the usual trappings that they skip over. Like all the things like, if the enemy's too weak, it'll run away from you. Things, little things like, oh yeah, good, glad I did that. Oh, if you want to heal your party, it's just straight. It's one button. It's always there. Bang, heal your party. You won't use spells, nothing. It's
For
good.
the first time, you can use your guns on enemies instead of yourself.
But when Otis played it, he only used them on himself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Obvious
Have you played
reasons.
Persona 3?
The only thing is like a lot of the actually useful skills get unlocked when you unlock confidence, like the people.
You mean social links?
Yeah, so they call them confidances in this one. So there was like one person who I meet like halfway in the game because I didn't even realise that I was meeting them, and then I was like, oh, I might as well talk to this person. Finally got the link, and then it's like, oh, by the way, now you can use now you can just what was the ability? It was like you can retreat from battle or something.
Oh,
Like
that
not like shit like that, but I mean there's a guy who, you can also use a move where you can shoot the enemies right from the beginning.
I see.
If you go in and win the thing, you immediately go bang 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 bang, get loads of shots in, which can get critical. You can, or if there's an enemy that's got no weaknesses, you can use up all of your team's attacks to down them with one cool thing.
In the past games, it was social links just leveled up your Arcana. Is that not the same thing?
Not the same at all. It does. It obviously levels up the Arcana.
Yeah.
So obviously, the personas you get level up, but it each character gets special things. Like, okay, so now they're stronger. If you want to pass your turn to someone, it'll power them up. If they're level 5, they'll take a thing that will kill you instantly and block it for you. If they're at level 7, they'll randomly buff you. If they're at level 9, they'll finish thing off. And if they're at level 10, they get super persona.
Yeah. There's that sort. It's the same sort of stuff that's in the other ones.
Cool. It's really, really good.
Yeah, I do like. I liked both 3 and 4. I liked a lot, but I never fucking finished it.
Sure.
It seems to be.
I'm on the final boss.
Yeah.
It's really compelling characters. Nice little.
I don't like the character design from this game as much as 3 and 4.
Fair enough. I really like the
aesthetic and everything.
aesthetics really nice. Like it really feels like just a bunch of school kids having a great time and rebelling against society. I mean, obviously, I know a lot of people say that the story gets pretty shit at the end, but at the moment it's really good.
Very human instrumentality project, like every Japanese anime is.
Sure. If there's one thing that really gripes me is any time the main character loses all its health,
it's because it's you.
Game over.
Yeah.
No, but any other character you can revive.
Yeah, but it's you.
Why would you not assume that my other guys can not revive me?
Because you got to tactic and strategize
They-
around that.
Yeah, but no, but it's bollocks. No, because then you're just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna completely and utterly buff myself and everything because that guy's gonna do an insta kill attack. Well, best completely and utterly waste loads of my things to buff me because I don't want to lose 50 hours of progress. Obviously, I'm saving all the time, but it just doesn't make sense. If it's all a party, fine. But obviously, that character who has a revive spell would revive me if I died.
A lot of games do it, and
I
I'm fine with it.
hate it.
fine with
I
strategizing
despise it.
As long as there's not too many moments like you just said where it's like, oh, he has an instant kill.
Well, no, because there's curse moves which
Yeah, I know
insta
that.
kill, and
Yeah.
so it's like, oh well, great. I need to always have a persona equipped that has resist to that, and it's like, but then I don't know. I don't want to have to always have it prepared, and
Can you like auto revive?
no.
That's Final Fantasy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Might be.
But apart from that, fantastic. Can't wait for him to be added to Smash. Can't wait to listen to that soundtrack.
You never see me coming.
That's it. Yeah.
Speaking of never see it coming, I played Final Fantasy 15 on my birthday. I was looking forward
What
to
a
that.
good birthday.
I was looking
What
forward.
a good birthday surprise.
I was looking forward to playing that game for 9 years.
Yeah.
9
Since
years.
Versus 13.
I booted it up,
Nebula Crystallis.
and I had to push the car for 20 minutes before I could change the options. The frame rate wasn't quite 144, so I was like, I have to reset this. And then I
Hey guys, by the way, do you know that Otis is 144 Hz?
I have a 144 Hz monitor. By the way, got to the garage. It's like, okay, I'm going to change the setting, and it says you've got it'll reset your stuff to a save point. Blah blah blah. It's like, okay, whatever, restart the game. And then it made me push the car again. And then I said, I'm not playing this. Bam, uninstall. Bam, refund. Fuck that game. Oh, and the tutorial fucking sucks. I'm glad I didn't put too many hours into it.
See, I completed that game.
Because you're a fucking boy band fan.
It's so weird because I know
It got it was
Objectively.
well received, wasn't it?
yeah,
Quite well received.
All Final Fantasy games were well
Yeah,
received.
like
and
Final
all
Fantasy
games
13.
are shit.
Final Fantasy 13 was well received and it's awful.
Well, you know, the end game is pretty good.
Once you get past the first 54 hours.
The world really opens up into the fourth dimension. No, so I
Let's hear
admit
it.
there is a lot of problems with this game. A lot. Like the story is
It pushes a
hacked.
homosexual agenda.
It's not even bad. I'm gonna get banned from Twitch. It's not only
Not
bad.
even on Twitch.
The story's not bad. It's non-existent because it's hacked into an anime series, a movie, other tie-ins, and it doesn't even make sense then.
Oh, and they cancel all the DLC.
Yeah.
So it's not going to make sense.
Well, I don't care. I'm just like, oh, I'm at the space fighting this guy who knows this people. Oh, he's gone. Okay, bye. Like, real nonsense. And the battle system isn't as good as it should be because it feels really janky. And the
Yeah, it
camera's
doesn't
awful.
feel responsive or intuitive.
No. But I had a good time with it. I enjoyed spending time with the Backstreet Boys. I felt
Yeah, it looks quite wholesome.
it really is, honestly. When you drive, because I spent loads of time just not even like fast travelling. I was just driving in the car with the boys. They were chilling out, having a joke with each other.
Yeah.
They'd randomly stop and take a photo because they felt like it. And like, oh, they'd have a camp and they'd talk to each other and they'd joke and they'd have little side quests and it felt and looked really good.
Nice
But
graphics.
But it really makes me look forward to a Final Fantasy 16 where they use that engine. It's not going to ever happen, and they put a normal story in it.
Mhm.
If we had like Final Fantasy 6 story,
Yeah, well, that's what Octopath was meant to be.
well, Octopath is
Yeah.
god awful.
That's literally
It's,
what
Octopath, I think
Octopath
Octopath
is.
is probably the worst game this year.
Well, you say that, but speaking of what, I don't know, I don't actually have to
Okay,
segue
so
to
but Final Fantasy 15, love it or hate it.
that. Hate.
It's alright. It's alright.
Who hates it?
Speaking of Square Enix, I'm going to talk about my favourite game that I played last year. It didn't come out last year.
When the night is gone.
I liked that they had that. That was weird as fuck.
What, Florence and the Machine just belting out a screamer as they're pushing a car.
Was that Florence and the Machine?
Yeah, I was well in.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Florence and the Machine did like a big
But I like
part of the
Stan- I
soundtrack.
like
Darling,
I
darling,
Stand
stand
by me. Oh,
stand by
stand.
me.
Oh, stand by me. Ah!
Yeah. So speaking of Square Enix,
Okay.
Speaking of stands,
my
Welcome
favorite
to the JoJo podcast.
my favorite game that I played for the first time last year that didn't come out last year is a game called Nier Automata.
Oh yeah.
It's a game by Platinum Games and Square Enix.
Is it not? It's not by Platinum Games. It's by Johto.
It's very obviously by Platinum Games.
Okay.
So the thing about Nier is it's actually pretty shit, but I love it so much.
Fair enough. I played up until the I got to the desert, I think.
Yeah, you're just getting to the bit where it gets weird and interesting.
Cool. And I really enjoy it so far. I just need to boot it back up and play it.
Yeah. Honestly, gameplay-wise and level design, it's really borderline bad. Straight up, just bad. But I've never played a game where the philosophical points is thrown at you and all the story shit, the way it messes about with the narrative, it just never clicked with me like it has with Nier Automata.
Are you saying you're a robot?
I'm saying that I like existential weeb shit. That's what I'm saying.
So, but yeah, because it's like the whole thing is you play through it multiple times, right?
Kind of.
There's like 12 endings.
There's 27 endings.
Well, I'm not playing.
Wait, how many letters are there in the alphabet?
26.
26. There's 26 endings.
My brain is melted.
Only so the ending A, ending B, ending C. Only the D and maybe A through D or E are actual endings. Everything else is a joke.
If I need an Anthem spreadsheet to fucking figure out what I need to do,
everything after D or E is a joke ending, where it's like.
Oh, where like in Silent Hill, where the dog is
like,
controlling.
Quick, get out of the building, but you just stand there, and then it goes like mission failed. It's like stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, the combat is kind of perfunctory for Platinum Games. Like, there's just all the enemies are just basically robots, you know, and you just beat the shit out of them because you're a fucking overpowered, sexy android.
Yeah. Like, I kind of respect. I mean, no, I can't say this because I'm going to say it anyway.
I deeply respect.
So they made the character super, super sexy.
Yeah.
And when asked, he was like, "Why?" And he was like, "I like sexy girls."
Yeah.
And I mean, like, fair enough.
And she runs really fast, and her skirt blows up in the wind,
so
you can see her ass. And then you can ride animals, and she's like, "Oh!" and you can see her ass. And if you tilt the camera, this is real. If you tilt the camera against a wall and look up her skirt, she bats the camera away, and you get an achievement for it.
That's cool.
All that.
Well, no, it's not. But
it actually plays into the story.
Sure,
a little bit.
I'm sure it does. And I mean, yeah, I really want to play more of the game.
And the side quests are pretty shit. Like, all of them are
it's like, go here, fight this guy.
No, it's basically like you meet an android and you're like, "Hey, do you mind? I know you're on a mission and stuff, but do you mind going to pick these flowers?" You go and pick the flowers, and like loads of robots come up and you beat them up. And then 9S is like, why do you think she needs these flowers? And you take it back. It's like, "Thank you. I read in a book that humans put flowers on their dead friends' graves." And then 9S is like, "Wow, that really makes you think." And then 2B's like, "Don't show emotion, 9S." And all of them are like that. Literally, the whole game is like that. But I fucking love it.
Okay.
I can't explain it. And it has the best soundtrack of any game.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in. Matt, I know there's a game you want to talk about. Big game. A big game with a big burly man and a big...
Well, this is... I'll talk happy to till the cows come home about this game. I didn't play this last year. I played this in 2016 when it came out.
Fair enough.
I played it at first when it came out in 2016.
Yeah, fair enough.
It last year.
Somebody has just been enlightened this year.
I heavily recommended this to you over and over again.
What is it? What is it?
It's a little game. It's called Halo 2.
It's called Red Halo.
It's called...
We're talking about Doom 2016. We're still talking about this game.
Master Chief.
Because it's sick.
It's sick.
This is...
really
I played
sick.
it for the first time this year, and if I'd have gone back to... What came out in 2016?
Dark Souls 3.
Wolfenstein?
I'm honestly...
First Wolfenstein?
Doom... I don't know. Maybe Dark Souls 3 was
before. I think it's 2014 or something.
Doom could have been top 1 or 2 game of the year.
And both of you...
It's so good.
Neither of you have testicles because you play it on controllers.
I'm shit.
I played it on PS4.
I'm absolutely awful at shooters. I'll admit, but excellent game. Just catharsis, a story where the character is you. It's like, I don't care about the story.
Yeah.
Fuck that noise. He pushes the story away because he wants to kill more demons with his big fucking guns.
We've spoken about it before, I think, because I talk about this all the time. It's just it's absolutely excellent.
It's smooth,
Excellent.
brilliant combat.
There's so little to it, and at the same time, they do so much with the little things that they
Fucking
have.
health packs are brought back.
As I said when I first played it, like right as it came out, and I got kind of put off by all the exploration stuff and the upgrade stuff. I was like, oh, they brought this shit into Doom. But then when I replayed it, I realised how well it's integrated into the game.
You like snap to enemies, like
well,
teleport across the screen, break their fucking
When I first
necks.
heard about the execution thing, so if you shoot
Yeah.
once and they flash and you do execution, that is the most like AAA bullshit you've ever heard in your life.
Yes.
Like, Doom is all about not that. Doom is all about you and the gun, and there's no like, oh, you press a button and the game takes control out your hand for 5 seconds to do a flash animation to kill an enemy. However, it really fucking works for two reasons. Number one, that animation is so quick.
It's like 1
It's
second.
like a second, it flashes and you break the neck and you continue. Number two is, well actually, alright, I'll have 3 reasons.
Yeah.
The more you think about it, right? Number two, it has the mechanic where if you do it, you get more ammo or
You get
health.
more health and
You get
ammo.
more health and ammo. So it is the risk reward system of I have to get close to this demon and do the execution, which probably puts me in front of other people to, it's in danger, I'm not behind cover anymore, but I'll get health from it. So there's that risk reward system on whether or not you want to use the execution. So it's not just any time you see it, mash execution. And thirdly, is the huge range that it has means you just snap over to people and you teleport to them.
Fourthly, depending on which angle you do it from, above, behind, to the left, slightly in front,
Their
it's
legs.
a completely different one.
Yeah, and it also ties into the challenges you have in each map that give you upgrade points for your suits. Like if you you need to snap 5 legs doing this thing, it's like, well, okay, like that's a small little challenge to people who are good, and then you upgrade more. Every little upgrade inside mission is worth the upgrades, and all the secrets are worth upgrading and make you more powerful normally. It's great.
You'll find yourself doing things like using both of your jumps. I think it's get to. Yeah. Using all of your jumps, and you won't reach the ledge that you're trying to get to.
Yeah, you shoot
but
the enemy.
mid-air, you'll shoot an enemy on the ledge
And
to
then
put them into
teleport.
execution, and then you'll teleport up with the execution.
Yeah.
So it's like movement within this.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm trying to say. There's not much to this game. It's like there's very few mechanics.
Yeah.
But the mechanics it does use are excellent, and you can use them in different ways, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And loads of people made a lot of noise over Wolfenstein, the reboot. Is it New Order? What was the reboot called?
Yeah, New Colossus.
New Order was the first one, New Colossus was the second.
Yeah, big
Lots
big
of people made a big
Colossus.
fucking noise about New Order and saying it's amazing, we want a sequel. And New Order was good. Less said about New Colossus, the better. But Doom 16 is the real we're back, baby.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to that.
Doom
That's
Eternal is going to be... Just that trailer made me go, yeah.
All you have to say is grappling.
Grappling hook. Like they could have just stood on them on the stage, just flashed the logo up and went, grappling hook. And everybody goes, oh!
the only thing.
Falling off the chairs.
I'm not worried about this yet because they haven't shown that they're going too far yet. But the thing is with sequels to games like these, and I actually feel a lot about this towards Wolfenstein New Colossus, because I did like New Order, was that, it's the sequel, we're going to be bigger, we're going to be better, we've got more stuff, chucking more mechanics, we're doing more things now. Now there's 6 different types of kill animation, and one of them you go third person, something like, please keep it streamlined and as simple as possible.
They're just adding more demons in.
Don't go too hard.
From the looks of it, it looks like it's literally just plus grappling hook.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I'm excited for that. Very much so.
Speaking of extremely violent demonic games, let's talk about Mario Tennis Aces.
Yes. Best fighting game of the year.
Best fighting game of the year. Really, it is just a fighting game with tennis.
Yeah. I played this with you, and I was surprised at how in depth it was.
Yeah.
I'm sure playing fun story mode, whatever, it's all fine. But
possible challenges and that's.
But it was so weird. How. It's all about meter management, breaking those fucking rackets.
Yeah, it's really funny. There's nothing else to say. It's a good, solid game. I think everyone got into it because it was after Smash was announced. So everyone was like, we need a sort of competitive game on the Switch. So everyone got overexcited.
There was also no other games around for a couple of months, and so it was the one that was really hyped up. Well, not hyped up, but puffed.
Unless you want to play Rabbids.
Yeah. Very good. I have nothing else really to say about it apart from they're probably adding more DLC to all of these.
I think they added
Luma. No, they did. Yeah.
Did they actually?
Yeah, Luma and Toad.
They added like a Hammer Bro
Chain Shot.
No, well, Chain Shot was in there from the beginning. Yeah, they're just adding weird shit. So
Yeah. Well, it's like fucking game that I'm going to talk about, Super Mario Party, where they added their roster is so strange. Like you got the standards.
Yeah.
Then you've got fucking like Dry Bones, Diddy Kong, Donkey Kong was the unlocks. It's like fair enough. And then the other spot is taken by not Boom Boom but Pom Pom.
Yeah.
Who is Boom Boom's girlfriend? Who Boom Boom, for those of you who don't know, who aren't losers
hey
like
guys.
me, is the mini boss in Super Mario Bros. 3 and the Super Mario Bros. 3D Land mini world boss bits. It's not even like a Koopa Kid. It's the fucking one that spins around and it gets like spikes in its head and goes do 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 do.
I'm looking this up.
Yeah, his girlfriend. So Birdo is. There are a couple of characters who are just waiting around, like, hey, would it be really nice if I was in the game?
Oh, Boom Boom was the one they added to Mario Tennis.
Yeah. And everybody's like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
bye. Anyway, Super Mario Party. Let me tell you this: it's got a tier list. It's got old maps where you can be competitive. It's got new mix-ups.
Competitive until the end, where it goes like, oh, these random stats that only this team got.
Yeah,
you
of
get
course.
the stars.
Yeah, of course.
Fuck that.
No, fuck you.
Fuck
Get good at fucking Mario Party.
If I won Mario Party, I'd be saying this is a great game.
Yeah,
but I
absolutely.
lost, so fuck Mario Party.
Yeah, and there's a lot
fuck
of like
you for losing.
they have a lot of interesting ideas that they've added to like the boards. Like you can play with 2 people versus 2,
Yeah.
but
I really
they
liked,
get rid of the space and they use it as like a fucking tactics board.
So I only played the Fire Emblem.
And it's the exact same board, but obviously without the spaces, and it's really good.
Yeah, it was interesting. The fact that you actually have to be using tactics the entire time,
Yeah.
rather than just like going through the board and like, oh, I
They've added allies which slowly increase your score on your thing, but they're also placed like weirdly. You get fucking.
So when they announced this, and it was like it looked like a return to form, Mario Party, which was definitely needed, especially for the Switch and all the potential it has with multiplayer games and the Joy-Cons and all that nonsense.
Don't talk about online.
The online.
I'll get to it. And then I was kind of hyped for it, and then it was like, oh, the boards are really small, and there's this kind of weird thing that everybody has their own dice, and you can't play the boards online. And
That's the worst thing.
my hype just died, and I was like,
The boards being smaller is very good.
yeah. So my hype died, and I was like, okay, they fucked Mario Party again. I don't know why I'm surprised they've done this for like the last 4 of these. And then you bought it, and we played it, and the small boards are absolutely fine, if not better. And I kind of, because everyone's close and everyone's racing for these stars.
And also everybody knows what everything is. It's not like, oh, I'm miles
you
away on
never
the
feel
map.
like you're too far away.
It gives you a
from
counter of where
anything
you are
anymore.
on the
You're always
map.
in the action. So the smaller boards are, if anything, better. Everybody having their own dice means you do have some weird kind of balancing things going on.
Yeah.
But it's Mario Party, so I think they can just get away with doing goofy shit like that. And it at least gives you another choice to make when you roll a dice.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not just smacking dice.
Yeah.
Extra choices are always kind of nice in this sort of thing.
Yeah.
Some of the mini games are great, and the game is really great.
Well, okay, so half
Online-
the mini games are pretty good.
Yeah.
Half the other mini games are boring.
I didn't
trash.
really have an issue with any of the mini games we played.
I really wish that they brought back some of the classics from like the old games though.
Yeah, it could be
Like
nice.
the bumper balls, the
I think they're
fucking.
adding more, right?
I have no idea. I hope they do. I think they're adding boards and mini games, which would be nice.
The online is still absolutely woeful, and
Yes.
it's ridiculous that in 2019, Nintendo, who have the best multiplayer games ever made, can't fucking use the internet so I can play multiplayer games with my friends in a nice way.
I would have bought it if it had boards online.
Boards online would really work well.
You
Well,
know-
I mean, let's look with Smash. They had a massive patch, and they just completely still fucked it
Yeah.
online.
So
The obvious reason they haven't done it is because people will rage quit.
okay,
And
well
waste
then
half an
someone
hour.
rage quits and it just switches with the CPU.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
It's
That's-
not great, but what are you
it's
gonna
not
do?
great. It's better.
Yeah.
Than,
I mean,
better than what is there.
All right, so how about you know I wouldn't go for this. I would say yes, you can play with randomers. But let's say you don't even get to play with randomers. You have to play people on your friends list.
Yeah,
What,
even that would work.
even that
It
works.
still works.
It's better than only doing the mini games. it's kind of crazy how Nintendo really craft these amazing multiplayer experiences and then not let you play them all the time unless you're local. It's crazy. You have all this wealth of what should be brilliant online multiplayer games and you don't use it. So we're stuck with really good local.
At least you can play local, EA.
Yes, well.
Yeah, that is one good thing. At least it's like mates over the house.
What's it called? It's called Super Mario Party. Right?
Super Mario Party.
It's good, and it actually gives me some confidence for another one. If they could put the boards, they put the boards online. I'll buy it because it must be hilarious just playing randomers online, fucking people.
Oh, but it is. Oh, by the way,
I wouldn't know.
I haven't
Nintendo
played.
won't let me, but...
Haven't played the mini games that are exclusive to 2 Mario Party sets. Do you know about these?
No.
So there are mini games where 2 people with 2 switches in Mario Party.
Oh yes.
You put the switches together in a weird way.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Drag
like
across them,
L-shape
and you
stuff.
get like 5 mini games that are meant to be awesome.
Yeah.
But
Good shout.
but
Do we both need to own the game?
you both need to own the game.
Do you actually?
Oh,
That is the what. Honestly,
A lot of things you don't have to actually.
it's like
own them.
you do that, and it's a tank mini game.
Yeah.
But you
I saw
need
that.
2 switches with the game.
I remember those in the trailer. They're cool.
Apparently, they're really good.
Hopefully, this is a sign of things back in the right direction.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable that whoever had control of that game franchise allowed them to do dumb shit like everybody goes in a car and goes.
Hudson Soft was like 4 to 8, I think. I don't know if it was.
Everybody goes in a car and we all move around
Or
together.
They still have that
Like,
mode,
ridiculous.
but it's like a mode
Yeah.
that's not even one of the main modes. It's like if you guys want to work together to play mini games together,
Yeah.
there you go. Fine, doesn't. I mean, I don't care. But the 2 main game modes they have, and even the mini game battle modes, are really good. They're really fleshed out and good. It's not like that fucking like what was the Mario Party one where you put the Amiibo on and you have like a square board and that was all you got.
Yeah.
It was
I do remember
literally
this.
you could play the original Mario Party if you had Amiibo, but it'd give you a square board that had no deviations. Anyway, fuck that game.
But
yeah, Super
just
Mario
quickly,
Party.
Mario Party's supposed to be a bit fucking nuts, right?
Yeah.
Remember which one was the one where it came with a microphone? Dumb as shit.
6 or
However, like Mario Party is kind of one of these things where they just go a bit crazy with it.
Yeah.
So continue like pushing the boat and give us online.
Sure. Some of the mini
It's
games
good
are
though.
really great.
Happy to play that. Happy to bust it out anytime.
Also, Donkey Kong is top tier, so
Speaking of party games,
Where it should be.
Smash Bros. Ultimate came out. We all like
There we
it.
go.
yeah, we all like it a lot.
That's the end of that conversation.
No, it's not. Right.
Oh, right.
So,
Oh, God.
World of Light is trash.
I mean,
Is it not?
I wouldn't say it's
I wouldn't say it's trash.
It's
I
mean,
thought I'd hate spirits, but I kind of adore them. I kind of find them as like
I respect them.
well, yeah, because it's all just like a reference to the games.
We talked about this in the other one, but it's just like I respect that someone clearly cared a lot about.
Yeah,
video
someone
games.
cared enough to make Snake's dad, Ness's dad invisible.
And to reference Bakuhatsu from Masahiro
Sure.
Densetsu Legends EX. I
I mean,
love that.
obviously everybody wanted a Subspace Emissary anime story with cutscenes and everything. But Miyazaki, who doesn't have anything to do with this game, said to Sakurai,
if you want Solarian, you don't do the cutscenes.
yeah, exactly. He just
But yeah,
he just went, okay, here's this really like deceptive opening cutscene where everybody's working together, and then it's just loads of mini battles.
Because they do hype it up like we're going to get a bit of a subspace woven storyline, which was really fucking
A couple of the
cool.
bosses are really cool, like,
Yeah.
and a couple of the areas are like, love this, like Street Fighter, Castlevania, like just general real fan servicey, love that.
As with a lot of Smash Brothers games, they put a lot of effort into things which I really don't think, and I'm not just trying to be an elitist here and say Fox only 1v1 Final Destination,
Sure.
but like even do you see many casuals playing Spirit Battles? I think they put
no one plays Spirit Battles.
no one played, like they put so much work into this mode and no one plays that, and there's a lot of things like that in this new Smash. However, the core gameplay is really good.
Yeah.
Just quickly, the change back with the directional air dodges is amazing, and really is just fantastic. The way how much quicker it feels than 4, and especially Brawl. The stuff they did with the balloon knockback, if you know what that is. look it up. But there was a lot of, is this going to be good?
It's so straight. That looks so weird at first.
The balloon knockback is absolutely fantastic.
It's the best thing
it's so good. Hype, great roster. Looks really quite balanced at the moment. I don't want to go too much because we're early in, but everything seems pretty balanced.
Yeah, so there's not like any absolutely ban these people and absolutely
also
like,
because of just the amount of like stages they chuck in. There's loads of stuff for like everyone. There's competitive stages now, so it's very.
It really is a celebration.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, Final Fantasy. Fuck, that's just really annoying.
Yeah, R.I.P. Fuck you, Square.
Fuck you, Square. But I mean, we get Castlevania. We get King K. Rool.
You get Vampire Killer.
I love fucking Castlevania. I'm well happy with that. We've got Piranha Plant. Like Miyamoto has said to Sakurai, who designed this game, that dude, have Piranha Plant. He's iconic.
I said after Cloud came out, nothing can surprise me, and Piranha Plant did surprise me, but in the opposite way.
Yeah.
Cloud was like, what? Piranha Plant's like, what?
Oh, I was like, Piranha Plant's an item. That's good. Who's gonna hold the item? Oh, he's a character.
And this trailer we obviously made in the half an hour before this direct went up.
Yes. Joker's gonna be in Smash though. Then we're gonna get fucking Erdrick, and then we're gonna get fucking Slayer of Astoria.
I don't think
Leon S. Kennedy.
Erdrick, I don't think it's gonna. I mean, there's nothing to indicate really that it's him.
What, Erdrick?
Yeah.
Well, he's been leaked.
No, Brave has been.
No. Erdrick was leaked by the guy who leaked everything.
No.
Brave was data mined after the leak.
I'm just saying, it's not 100% that it's going to be Erdrick.
Okay, well, it's Erdrick then.
It's not Erdrick.
Vergaben, who got every single thing right leading up, said it's Erdrick. So, I mean, fine, be wrong.
We're recording it.
I'm just saying. There's a chance.
I'll put £100 on it.
Look, the online sucks, and they fucked that up from the last one.
That's the one thing that's everything about this game. I'm like, yeah, fine.
The matchmaking sucks. The online is actually okay.
Yeah, okay. Right. If it was, these are my rules. I want to stick to these rules.
Yeah.
Perfect.
No, even that, no. We can push for more.
I'm sure we can, but that's the bare minimum I want. Is that when I choose the rules I want to play, I play those rules. I don't match with some fucking cunt who's got 3.5 million GSP. Oh, look, items and fucking Newport City. I don't need that. I'm afraid.
Times 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't ask for that.
There's some things that I'm not sure about. Like
UI.
The UI.
The arena UI.
Give Sakurai's wife. Give Sakurai's wife.
The way
the UI is
work,
awful.
The buffer system is dodge. However, I actually feel like if Brawl was definitely like, we're not doing melee anymore, right? And I actually feel like through Brawl, Smash 4 and Ultimate, we finally have like an alternate melee game. I don't know how to say it. But like, obviously, Brawl 4 and Ultimate are actually quite close when compared to melee. But finally, we have a good version of that version of Smash.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. I agree with that.
I really, really wish we had a good story though.
Well, that's why
that's because I'm a fanboy wank.
They did that big CGI with everybody, that big CGI cutscene.
Noticed that it was the melee top tiers of the characters that speak at the start of it, for real. It goes Fox, then Marth, then Zelda, Sheik. Yeah. That's how it works.
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing. And I need
that's Shulk.
Fuck that guy. The best thing in the trailers was DDD dressed as K. Rool.
Yeah. DDD, oh mate, that K. Rool trailer, because it's one of those ones where we see Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong. Okay, K. Rool's coming.
And then it's DDD, aka Masahiro Sakurai,
laughing,
in, giving you a costume, as in a Mii costume from the previous game. Yeah. Oh wait, actual K. Rool punches him in the fucking face.
Oh mate, it's great. And then you get like, Luigi getting actually killed and
getting actually killed.
And then Simon Belmont comes in. You think, great, you got Castlevania. No wait, you got Richter as well. And we got 35 songs. Love it. Okay,
good
Smash
stuff.
Is great.
Speaking of, how can I say?
Okay. How many games have we got left?
2.
I've got two small indie games. I've got two small
indie
games, so let me get those out of the way first. Minute. I'm going to do this in a minute. Really great little puzzle game. Charming atmosphere. It's based on like Zelda 1, but you die in a minute, and it's all about moving to different places and getting small quick upgrades to solve the whole thing in a minute. really charming, really fun. I would say it's fantastic, and it's well worth the price of what, like a $5, I think. Donut County, another great little game. Very quirky sense of humour that I thought would be really annoying, like that dorky sense of humour. But actually works.
There's
really
a fine
well.
line between this self-referential kind of random.
But it's actually
humour,
well written and
where
has
it's
sort of
just-
character
it's just
development.
grating.
I've heard it's incredibly overpriced.
It's really short. You play it through once, and there's nothing left to
Yes.
do ever again.
They utilise each mechanic well until the end, and it's done. But I mean,
you'll blast through it in like an hour.
we beat it in 2 hours.
Two. All right. It's really cutesy and fun.
And you can look through all the descriptions of the things. It's really funny.
Like,
Really great.
you know,
I love it.
People say overpriced, but pricing is a whole nother video.
Sure.
But just I don't know, play it.
Price in a review,
Play
quality in a critique.
Yeah.
Play it.
I liked it a lot.
Play it and maybe don't worry about what you spend.
It's really fun.
Speaking of overpriced, there's a AAA game. I don't know if you heard of it. It's called God of War.
I didn't play it.
I didn't play it either.
I played it a little bit, and I was impressed at first with how much of a game it actually is. Like it lets you intuit things from the environment. It's like, oh, there's a secret up there. I can throw my axe at it. Blah blah blah. But the game fucking sucks. The characters suck. Okay, I didn't complete it, so I can't say that for sure. But I wasn't interested. I played it for like 8 hours or so. I wasn't interested to play anymore. The combat is dog shit. Everything has way too much health, and it just feels like you're hacking at a massive palette swap. That's the entire game.
Yeah.
And as I said, I was impressed at first by how much of an actual game it seems like. It's like you're basically going through dungeons, kind of like Zelda, but not really. But then I played another AAA game very recently, which does a lot better.
Wait, I know a game. Wait, before you go on to that, because that'll be the last one we finish on. I remember, Matt, you played a game this year called The Amazing Spider-Man.
I did play that.
Oh,
Shit.
yes.
That was Christ. Amazing Spider-Man. Didn't play as much of it as I maybe would have liked. However, how do I put this? It's such a shame. It's not the worst egregious Ubisoft sandbox. It wasn't Ubisoft, was it? It was Insomniac.
It was solid.
Okay. It wasn't the worst AAA sandbox that's ever been. That probably goes to a bunch of Ubisoft.
Sure.
Let's just give it to The Crew for now.
Sure.
I've never played that game, I'm sure it's trash. However, unfortunately, even Spider-Man can't get away from AAA
Radio
open
towers.
world bullshit. You have to liberate radio towers. You're Spider-Man and you run around with a device to liberate a radio tower so you can see more of the map, so you can go to the checkpoint, you can do the thing.
I like traversing the world. That was
And
fun.
you just go to the checkpoint, you open up the map, they vomit checkpoints on. You know, if you play any AAA game, they vomit
loads of shit on
They
it.
vomit
You're just
checkpoints
like,
on a map, and you go and do the ones you feel like doing, which is a shame because it's really. Are we not past this yet? And even something like Spider-Man is getting dragged into this. Even a developer like Insomniac is doing this.
I'm glad that licensed games are good, can be good again. Like, because a lot of these, like, we make up our own properties because we can't obviously get the license to fucking. I mean, Donkey Kong was King Kong until they couldn't get the license. Or was Popeye, wasn't it? One of those. You know, that sort of shit. Whereas, oh yeah, we have Batman. Let's do Batman with the villains of Batman.
We have Dragon Ball. We have Spider-Man.
Yeah, like great. I love these franchises.
In Spider-Man's defense, if you can get past the oh god, I've seen this gameplay loop a million times and I'm doing it again.
The movement looks very fun.
It's fantastic in most other regards.
I heard the combat's fine as well.
Combat feels pretty good. Moving is really good.
Well, that's the thing
swinging
with
is really
combat.
good.
Sure, Batman's Batman, but Spider-Man actually has superpowers, and so
shit.
that sort of combat fits with him.
Yes, agree. It's more fast-paced than Batman's.
It has detective mode shit though, doesn't it?
Yes.
Spidey sense, you know.
But fine once again, like.
Interestingly,
oh, and the stealth segments.
Stealth segments is Mary Jane. Like I said, it falls into hacking mini games.
Oh yeah, I love those.
No way.
Okay,
oh, God.
quickly. You can go into the options and select.
You can turn off.
You can turn them
puzzles.
off. You can turn off hacking mini games, and
fucking good.
When you get to a watchtower, you play a little mini game where you have to liberate it, and it's like by matching up wavelengths on a device. It's really bad. You can turn both of these off. So it's like the developers know you're tired of this AAA bullshit trappings, hacking mini games to get turrets and cameras
Sure.
and liberating watchtowers. But they're not confident enough just to leave those things out entirely.
Yeah.
They're still there to pad or just to make things familiar, maybe, but they do allow you to turn them off. Best thing about this game, I just want to say one thing really quickly. Best thing about this game, by far, and I actually kind of wish in a weird, maybe there's an ideal world where we can just make spin-offs of every single game. There's a camera mode.
I was going to say the
when
camera
you press
mode.
pause, and it's phenomenal and it's amazing.
Yeah.
And you just
All the
you can
outfits
move
and
the
the
camera,
filters you can
you
get.
can move the camera, you can tilt it, you can do things like depth of focus, filters, stickers. The game looks amazing. So you put Spider-Man in cool like swing positions over sunsets on top of buildings.
Yeah.
You can take great photos and stuff. I almost wish the game was more about doing stuff like
Or about
that.
you
'Cause
get
that
points
shit's
like
so
Dead
fun.
Rising style.
Yeah,
Like
Spider-Man
2 months
stuff.
afterwards, I saw so many cool little photos from that game.
Anyway, going to the top of the fucking Empire State and jumping off and swinging about is amazing. And if you can get past the AAA gameplay loop, force stealth elements, liberate the watchtowers, do the side quests that are on your map, there is a lot of good things here
I
still.
kind of feel though that it's doing a Marvel thing in that it didn't splurge its load
Yeah,
because
It's safe.
it was safe so that it could get a sequel.
even
Because there's not many villains that are. I mean, you got Scorpion,
yeah.
you got Electro,
What's the
you got
Mr.
Mr. Negative,
Right.
and
A lot-
barely any
Yeah.
of the villains. Like Spider-Man has loads of good villains because I'm assuming that they went, well,
Yeah. Oh,
we don't want to ruin some of these big
100%.
ones.
They were like, we could put Mysterio in this.
We could put Mysterio, we could put
know
Green
everybody-
Goblin.
and Doc Ock, and we know everybody loves these, but we're not going to do it because we know we're going to make 12 of these.
Which is kind of a shame, but also like if they make a better sequel, great. But
if they make a sequel, just please, can we just take some notes from Breath of the Wild and just try to do something new with the sandbox? We have so many samey sandboxes, and this feels great to run around in, but stop making me putting a waypoint on a quest marker and then following it blindly.
sometimes linearity isn't a bad thing. 'Cause it
Indeed.
leads to well-crafted things. What do you want to say?
I'm going to do some quick fire things because I think I get the impression we want to wrap this shit up.
Yeah.
So I played the Shadow of the Colossus remake. I
Oh.
really like Shadow of the Colossus. It's a fantastic remake. I played it on hard mode. It was very cool.
Good.
And it makes me the naysayers are wrong. Anyway, quick fire. Bayonetta and Bayonetta 2 played both of them. I haven't finished 2 yet because there's an awful English accent in it and it just disgusts me. It makes me fucking up. It's horrible. I really like Bayonetta. Obviously, I like Hideki Kamiya. He is my spirit animal. Yeah, just good combat.
Devil May Cry,
very
baby.
fun, over the top. Devil May Cry 3. So I played this when it first came out when I was 11 years old. Then I didn't finish it until first year of uni. It's like 7-8 years ago. Fuck, Christ, I'm old. And in the interim between then and now, I got into fighting games. And let me tell you, if you play Devil May Cry 3 onwards as a fighting game fan and you like combos, it's fucking amazing. It's it's the best mechanics in a combat-oriented game ever.
Cool.
Set maybe 4. And set 5! Get ready for that, baby!
Yeah, alright.
And thanks Capcom for doing that. And speaking of thanks Capcom...
No. I played Sonic Mania. It was really good.
You ruined the segue. The segue's run over a fucking hedgehog.
I know.
Dragon.
Go ahead.
Sonic Mania is great.
Sonic Mania is great.
I didn't like it. Moving on, Resident Evil 2 came out this year, just now.
So best games of 2018 slash start
yeah,
2019.
Yeah, because we recorded this a month. Oh shit! Spoiler. We recorded this a month ago, and now we're re-recording it. Whoops! Some stuff happened in the meantime.
Whoops! I can't work Discord because my PC's made of cheese.
Resident Evil 2 might be the best remake ever made.
Resident Evil 2 is really good.
I'm most of the way through Leon 8, so I'm not really very far.
I've never played a Resi game.
The way that it's incorporated the old weird adventure game sort of level design into a modern combat engine is it's fucking so good. The atmosphere is so dense.
Otis had probably
so
the
much
best
stuff.
time he's had in the last 6 months watching me shit my pants
Yes.
at a straight corridor where nothing was there.
It's fucking brilliant.
Just taking a couple of steps, going, no, I'm not. I've got no bollocks. I'm gonna walk back.
The moment that I knew that this was actually a fantastic game is there comes a point in the game where you start to sort of master the police station. Like you've cleared everything, you've boarded up all the windows, you know things are gonna come through. You've got loads of ammo and shit. But then suddenly fucking Mr. X comes in and he feels completely unscripted, like he's actually a genuine entity following you around, and it's fucking scary as shit. I can't wait to play it more. It's really good. Well done, Capcom. You've absolved yourself of Street Fighter 5.
I hate scary games, and so it's not for me, but I really like playing it. Even though I hate playing it.
The good thing about it is...
am I a cunt? Yeah, probably.
It's very tense and scary, but it's not the kind of thing where it's like, I can't sleep, I'm too scared of my
No, it's just a zombie, but also...
Yeah, exactly. It's just really good atmosphere, fantastic
Yeah, it's like, fuck, what's going to happen? I feel powerless.
Yes.
Which is great.
Yeah, and the way they did it with where it's basically Resident Evil 4 shooting, more or less, and yet they still make it...
And there's loads of times where I fucking shoot the enemy 5 times in the head. It's like, great. Turn around, they're on the floor for like 5 seconds. Turn back, they're still fucking there. It's like, fuck!
Yeah. You are...
I shit my pants so many times.
The head.
So many times.
Yeah, so looking forward to the new year. Devil May Cry 5. Nothing else.
Sekiro.
Nothing else though.
Is there anything else coming out this year?
Animal
Crossing.
Oh yeah, Animal Crossing.
Doom Eternal.
Doom Eternal.
Doom Eternal. Yeah, 2018 was just a prelude to 2019.
Yeah, we got probably a new Pikmin. And probably a new Fire Emblem.
No,
and Yoshi's fucking Island!
Yoshi's fucking Island. Pikmin is buried under Miyamoto's Mario porn that he's walks away in the bottom drawer.
No, he's like prints it off online on like a JPEG and he stretches it out. It's like 5 pixels.
I forgot. We're gonna have to end it on this.
Yeah.
Game of the year, Carcassonne on Switch.
Game of the year is Dark Souls on Switch.
Dark Souls on Switch, Carcassonne on Switch.
No. Darker Souls on Switch.
Good night.
Alright.
Bye!